session is called to order. All please rise for the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong baghaw, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng waraming pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga ating at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for a moment of silent prayer. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we call on the roll of members.
The Secretary General is directed to read the roll of members.
Roll call of members. Honorable Representatives: Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulot Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro Franz, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalaw, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Juanco Mark, Colada, Collantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Quaresma, Dagoop, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Faustino Ino, Di Faustino Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Yudela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Orturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Gulyas, Gutierrez, Agidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Limkay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Maniquis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Guaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Buano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicias Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Sieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendel, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Cristiantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Jaisel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 310 members responded to the call.
With 310 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we defer the approval of the journal.
is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Mr.
Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now proceed with the reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of the bills, resolutions on first reading, as well as the communications and committee reports.
is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as the communications and committee reports for referral to the appropriate committees.
Reference of Business, Bills on First Reading. House Bill 7141, converting the Davao del Sur State College in the city of Digos, Davao del Sur into a state university to be known as the Davao del Sur State University by Representative Cagas.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 7142, providing for the modernization of the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology by Representative Bondo.
To the Committee on Science and Technology.
House Bill 7143, creating a VAT refund mechanism for non-resident tourists by Representatives Salceda, Swansing, Micaela Angela, Bascug, and Aquino Magsaysay.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill 7144, providing for the rehabilitation and modernization of Philippine General Hospital, creating the PGH Rehabilitation and Modernization Fund by Representative Gato.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7145, creating an additional branch in the 2nd Judicial Region to be stationed in Aurora, Isabela by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 7146, granting Y2H Broadcasting Network, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, and maintain a frequency modulation radio broadcasting station in Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental by Representative Zamora Maria Carmen.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill 7147, upgrading Bondoc Peninsula District Hospital located in Catanawan, Quezon, increasing its bed capacity to 100 by Representative Arrogancia.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7148, establishing a science high school in the 3rd Legislative District of Caloocan City by Representative Asistio.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill Number 7149, 7150, 7151, 7152, and 7153, converting several avenues and a street in Caloocan City into national roads by Representative Kahayon Uy.
To the Committee on Public Works and Highways.
House Bill 7154, creating 2 additional branches of the Municipal Trial Court in the 4th District Judicial Region to be stationed in Silang, Cavite by Representative Loyola.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 7155, converting the Elogia Mang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, Cavite Campus in General Mariano Alvarez, Cavite, into a regular campus to be known as the Iris Cavite Campus by Representative Loyola.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
Resolution, House Resolution 774, condemning illegal arrests and other human rights violations committed by the PNP Criminal Investigation and Detection Group against UP professor and unionist Melania Flores, and directing the Committee on Human Rights to investigate the same by Representatives Castro Franz, Brosas, and Manuel.
To the Committee on Rules.
Committee Report Number 317, submitted by the Committee on Labor and Employment and the Committee on Appropriations on House Bill Number 7156.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the guests of the Honorable Adrian J. Advincula of the 3rd District of Cavite.
Please proceed.
I would like to recognize Police Colonel Christopher Olazo and Police Lieutenant Michael Batoktoy.
The guests of the Honorable Adrian J. Advincula of the 3rd District of Cavite are welcome to the House of Representatives. We welcome Christopher Olaso and Michael Batoktoy. Thank you for your visit. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we'd also like to recognize the guests of the Honorable Nicanor M. Briones of AGA Party List. With us today are the following. Ariel Yuri D. Edulan, Kimberly R. Tulalian, Lee D. Saltore, John Carl Luis P. Yusonko, Frederick Emmanuel Se, Lenneth Idol Lynch Rebellion, John Fornoles, Rene Estena B. Comprendio, Mark Joshua R. Garcia, Michael R. Ganal, Andrea Patrice G. Santos, and Harold B. Enriquez.
The distinguished guests of the Honorable Nikki Briones of the AGA Party List are welcome to the House of Representatives. Thank you for your visit. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6512. For the purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call on the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6512 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill number 6512, an act requiring personnel of the Bureau of Fire Protection to be certified medical first responders and emergency medical technicians. Amending for the purpose, Section 4 of Republic Act number 11589, otherwise known as the Bureau of Fire Protection Modernization Act. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6512. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Baskug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Piron, Bolilia, Bondo, Mongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulot Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro Franz, Castro Jean, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalaw, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Ko Juanco Mark, Colada, Colliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cua, Quaresma, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Daza, De Jesus, Divinesia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeyos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Guardiola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Gulyas, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Lim Kay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marinho, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Uwaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicia Sagabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Ieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulug, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Huatco, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Verzosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Christiantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Giselle Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill Number 6512. Abante, Abunda, Asidre, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Arbison, Atayde, Bautista, Bolilia, Bosita, Briones, Kahayon Uy, Castro Franz, Chua, Chungalaw, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Juanco Mark, Kua, Dalipe, Dayang Hirang, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dionisio, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Imano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Farinas, Flores, Garin, Gomez, Guico, Hataman, Legarda, Libanan, Macapagal Arroyo, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manuel, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mastura, Mendoza, Mercado Revilla, Nograles Juan Fidel, Oaminal, Paduano, Panotes, Revilla Brian, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Ieda Marie, Romulo, Sagarbaria, Salceda, Salo, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Suwan, Tambunting, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tanchay, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, T. Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 236 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill number 6512 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6715. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call on the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General will please read the title of the bill of Bill 6715 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6715, an act providing for the development of sustainable cities and communities in the country. Roll call of members for the approval on third reading of House Bill number 6715. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Ako, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilia, Bondo, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas,
Mr.
Wain.
Speaker,
What is the pleasure of the Honorable Brosas?
yes, Mr. Speaker, my vote is no, and I would like to explain my vote later.
The manifestation is noted. Please
Ulot
proceed.
Bigtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Coanco Jaime, Coanco Mark, Colada, Colliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Quaresma, Dago, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimoporo Mohammed Khalid, Dimoporo City Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galios, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Guardiola, Guerin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Ginto, Gulyas, Gutierrez, Hagedorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Lim Kay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Maniquis, Manuel, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Julian Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Owaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Owano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicias Agabas, Humaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suan, Suansing Horacio, Suansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Huatco, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves, Arnulfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa, Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Christian Tel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora, Amparo Maria, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora, Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6715. Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Arbison, Ataide, Bautista, Bolilla, Bosita, Briones, Kahayon Uy, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Kua, Dayanghirang, Dimaporo, Mohamed Khalid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Fariñas, Flores, Garin, Gomez, Huico, Legarda, Libanan, Macapagal Arroyo, Madrona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Mastura, Nograles Juan Felipe, Fidel, Uaminal, Panotes, Revilla Brian, Romero, Sagarbaria, Salceda, Salo, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Swan, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Tieng, Tolentino, T, Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 242 members voting in the affirmative, 3 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill 6715 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the Honorable Representative Arlene Brosas of the Gabriela Party List to explain her vote.
The Honorable Arlene Brosas has 3 minutes to please explain her vote.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, while House Bill 6715 or the Sustainable Cities Bill have good intentions as far as greening urban spaces and creating an inclusive urban economy are concerned, these lofty goals only serve as a cover for the more aggressive promotion of corporatized housing and entry of development aggression projects into urban communities. Hindi po maisasaayos ng pagkakaroon ng green spaces at spatial justice ang mga fundamental na mga suliranin sa mga syudad na nakadugtong sa pangkalahatang kalagayan ng ekonomiya. Nagsisiksikan ang mga mamamayan sa syudad sa pag-aasam ng trabaho at oportunidad dahil sa malawakang konbersyon ng lupa, pagkawasak ng agrikultura at mababang pasahod sa mga rehiyon. Dagdag pa rito, hindi magiging abot kaya ang programang pabahay hanggat patuloy itong iaasa sa pribadong sektor at patuloy na tatanggalan ng pondo ang pampublikong pabahay sa taunang budget. Nakita natin sa kaso ng Clark Green City kung papaanong ang sustainable development at konsepto ng Green City ay nagdulot ng tinatayang 20,000 na katutubong aita mula sa kanilang lupain, alang-alang sa pag-akit ng mga namumuhunan sa iba't ibang sektor tulad ng ecotourism, agri-forestry at infrastruktura. Sa tabing ng urban renewal, nalaman din ng House Bill 6715, inilunsad din kamakailan ng Marcos Jr. Administration ang pambansang pabahay para sa Pilipino program. Nasa esensya ay lalong paghikayat ng negosyong pamumuhunan sa low-cost housing projects. Mr. Speaker, if we are really serious in achieving decent and affordable housing, then the national government should espouse a pro-people, comprehensive land use plan with public mass housing program as one of its components. Dapat ding maglaan ng sapat na pondo para sa pampublikong pabahay, sa halip na isuko sa pribadong sektor ang pagtugon sa dambuhalang housing backlog ng bansa. Maraming salamat, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6994. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call on the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6994 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6994, an act mandating the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy to admit at least one cadet from each congressional district every school year to comprise its freshman class. Roll call of members in consideration of third reading of House Bill number 6994. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Atayde, Comentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Pascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Rosas, Buhain, Bulot Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalaw, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Ko Juanco Mark, Colada, Collantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Huwa, Waresma, Dagoop, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Demoporo Muhammad Khalid, Demoporo City Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Yudela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fentebella, Galeos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Orturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Gullas, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kunghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara, Lasatin, Lee, Ligarda, Dibanan, Lim Kaichong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariana Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Waminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Juano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicio Sagabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Sieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Sarimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendel, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Crisantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Jason Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Subiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6994. Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Arbison, Atayde, Bautista, Bosita, Briones, Ahayon Uy, Chua, Chunggalaw, O Angelica Natasha, Uwa, Dayanghirang, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavid, Duhali, Duterte, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Fariñas, Flores, Garin, Gomez, Guico, Regarda, Libanan, Macapagal Arroyo, Madrona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Mastura, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Huaminal, Panotes, Revilla Brian, Romero, Sagarbaria, Salceda, Salo, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Suwan, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Cheng, Tolentino, T, Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 247 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 1 abstention, House Bill number 6994 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the cluster of creation of barangays, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bills number 7012 and 7013. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General read the title of the bills and thereafter call on the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved and the Secretary General is directed to read the titles of House Bills 7012 and 7013 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 7012, an act creating barangay in the city of Taguig to be known as the Barangay North Signal Village. House Bill 7013, an act creating a barangay in the city of Taguig to be known as Barangay South Signal Village. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill numbers 7012 and 7013. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Ako, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilia, Bondo, Bungalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulot Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Huagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Coanco Jaime, Coanco Mark, Colada, Colliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Quaresma, Dago, Dalipe, Talog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo, Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City, Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Gallos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neftali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Ginto, Gullias, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Limkay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Uaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicias Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Ilogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Sieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Tolon, Soriano, Suan, Suansing Horacio, Suansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Huatco, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Gianco, Yeng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Verzosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Biolago, Yap, Christian Tel, Yap, Christopher Son, Yap, Edvic, Yap, Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Jaisel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill Number 7012 and 7013. Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Orbison, Atayde, Bautista, Bosita, Briones, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Kuwa, Dayang Hirang, Yumaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duawit, Duhali, Duterte, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Fariñas, Flores, Gomez, Huico, Legarda, Libanan, Madrona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Mastura, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Huaminal, Panotes, Revilla Brian, Romero, Sagarbaria, Salceda, Salo, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Swan, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tanchay, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Tieng, Tolentino, T, Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 250 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 1 abstention, House Bills numbers 7012 and 7013 are hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the guests of Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, Majority Leader Manuel Jose Manix M. Dalipe, and Representative Jordin Jesus Romualdo. They are officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Lieutenant General Arthur M. Cordura, Vice Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Lieutenant General Stephen P. Pareño, Commanding General of the Philippine Air Force. Vice Admiral Toribio D. Adasi, Flag Officer in Command of the Philippine Navy. Lieutenant General Efren P. Baluyot, Commander, Solcom, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Lieutenant General Benedict M. Arevalo, Commander, Viscom, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Lieutenant General Roy M. Galido, Commander, West Mincom, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Major General Antonio G. Nafarete, Commander, 1st ID, Philippine Army. Major General Facundo O. Palafox, Commander, Armor Division, Philippine Army. Major General Potenciano C. Camba, Chief of Staff, Philippine Army. Major General Audrey L. Pasha, Commander, 5th ID, Philippine Army. Major General Jose Maria R. Cuerpo II, J1, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Major General Lionel M. Nicolas, J2, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Major General Marvin L. Lacodine, Commander, AFP ETDC. Major General Edgar M. Cardinoza, Commander, AFP HSC. Major General George A. Blanco, Commander, Air Logistics Command. Major General Aristotle D. Gonzalez, Commander, Air Education Training Doctrine Command. Rear Admiral Jose Maria Ambrosio Q. Espeleta, Chief of Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Philippine Navy. Major General Joseph Ferrus S. Quizon, Commander, Naval Reserve Command. And finally, Major General Arturo G. Rojas, Commander, Special Operations Command, SOCOM, Armed Forces of the Philippines.
We welcome our distinguished guests from the Armed Forces of the Philippines. We are honored by your presence. We thank you for your visit to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended.
May we request our distinguished guests and the House members to please proceed to the front of the plenary for a photo opportunity with our distinguished guests. Thank you.
Daw ako, sabi niya may konting daya itong akin. Dito. Parang yan. Ito ko nung taas.
Tayo pa dito. Pwede pa ba tayo dito?
Okay.
Dito na tayo. Thank you. Andiyan na?
Ano ha? Ikaw na naman. Yes. Tama sa next week. Exit na tayo.
Ako kasi yun sa amin.
Sir, no worries. Exit tayo, sir. Exit tayo. Sige, sir. Ito lang din siya. Sige po, sir.
Session resumed. Mr. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to acknowledge our guest, the guest of the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, and the guest of Senior Deputy Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, the former Prime Minister of Japan, the Honorable Yukio Hatoyama, together with the former Prime Minister, his spouse, Madam Miyuki Hatoyama. Also with us as guest is Mr. Shin Buhu, Chairman of the Board of Korean Headquarters of East Asia Institute. Mr. Sugawa Kiyoshi and Mr. Moon Byung-kil. Also from the Embassy of Japan, the political officer, Ms. Yukari Koike. Also, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to acknowledge, also present as our guest in the House of Representatives, the Governor of Batangas, Governor Hermilando Mandanas.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. On behalf of the leadership of the House of Representatives and its members, we welcome the Honorable Yukio Hatoyama, the former Prime Minister of Japan. It is an auspicious time for your visit. Our President, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., having just concluded his state visit to Japan. We will now move for a suspension of the session so that we could have an opportunity to have a photo opportunity and to meet and greet with the other members here at the plenary. Session suspended.
Mr. Speaker, under the cluster of declaration of holidays, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bills numbers 7005, 7014, and for this purpose may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bills and thereafter call on the roll of nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the titles of House Bill 7005 and 7014, and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 7005, an act declaring August 5 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Anini, province of Antique, in commemoration of its foundation anniversary to be known as the Araw ng Anini. House Bill 7014, an act declaring June 29 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Coronadal, province of South Cotabato, in celebration of the Tree Growing Festival. Roll call of members in consideration of third reading of House Bill numbers 7005 and 7014. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asisio, Atayde, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Pascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Rosas, Buhain, Bulot Bagtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayun Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalaw, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizalde, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Juanco Mark, Colada, Collantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Quaresma, Taguok, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City Amina, Junicio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeyos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Orturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Goed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Wico, Gintu, Gullas, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara, Rasatin, Lee, Ligarda, Dibanan, Limkaychong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Mordan, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Waminalo, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Juan Odison, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicia Sagabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla Bryan, Revilla Ramonjolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Eda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Sinson Richel, Sinson Ronald, Sinson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tabunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendel, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Villasosa, Villa, Villaferto Luis Raymond, Villaferto Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Crisantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, U Divine Grace, U Giselle Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill numbers 7005 and 7014. Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Arbison, Atayde, Bautista, Bosita, Briones, Chungalao, Huwat, Dayanghirang, Dimaporo, Muhammad Gali, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Inciso, Enverga, Escudero, Fariñas, Flores, Gomez, Guico, Ligarda, Libanan, Madrona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Nograrasuan, Fidel Felipe, Paminal, Panotes, Revilla Bryan, Romero, Sagabaria, Salceda, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Suwan, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Cheng, Tolentino, T, Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 254 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bills 7005 and 7014 are hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for 1 minute.
Session suspended. Session resumes. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to request that we recognize the guests of our Honorable Representative Jose Manuel Alba, 1st District of Bukidnon, Medical Director of St. Camilo's Hospital, Ms. Jacqueline Angeles, and Executive Director of the National Movement of Young Legislators, Ms. Pichi Aguado.
The guests of the Honorable Alba are most welcome in the House of Representatives. We are honored by the presence of Jacqueline Angeles and Pichi Aguado. Thank you very much for your visit to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may I request the recognition of the following guest of the Honorable Jude A. Asidre of Tingog Party List. The said visitors are from the Junior Chambers International, Philippines. Mr. John Glenn Lee, the 2022 National President of the Junior Chambers International, Philippines. Mr. Joshua Carlo Lee, Mr. Lloyd Christian Rivera, and Mr. Dennis Cunanan.
We welcome the guests of the Honorable Jude A. Asidre of Tingog Party List, the Honorable John Glenn Lee, Joshua Carlo Lee, Lloyd Christian Rivera, and Dennis Cunanan. Thank you for your visit to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the cluster of establishment of tourism and ecotourism destinations, I move that we consider on third reading House Bills number 5282, 5515, 6368, 6369, 6370, 6371, 6467, 6927, 6928, 6929, 6930, 6931, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General read the directed titles of all the bills and thereafter call on the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the titles of the aforementioned bills on the establishment of tourism, ecotourism destinations, and to thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 5282, an act declaring the municipality of San Jose, popularly known as the Isla de Carabao, province of Romblon, a tourism destination. House Bill number 5515, an act establishing the Battle of Sibuyan Sea Memorial Shrine in municipality of Kahidyokan, province of Romblon, and declaring it a tourism destination. House Bill 6368, an act declaring the Cape Elepante Rock Formation located in the coast of Barangay Labnig, municipality of Corcuera, province of Romblon, a tourism site. House Bill 6369, an act declaring the Payayasog Beach located in Barangay Mangasag in the municipality of Corcuera, province of Romblon, a tourism destination. House Bill 6370, an act declaring the Colong Beach located in the municipality of Corcuera, province of Romblon, a tourism destination. House Bill 6371, an act declaring the Suba Code located in Barangay San Roque, Mangansag, and Mabini, municipality of Corcuera, province of Romblon, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 6467, an act declaring the Laoc Bay area located in the municipality of Laoc, province of Romblon, an ecotourism destination. House Bill 6927, an act declaring Barangay Managa in sitio Balutay, Takay, municipality of Bansalan, province of Davao Sur, a farm tourism destination. House Bill 6928, an act declaring Lake Apo, located in Barangay Pinoyaran, City of Valencia, province of Bukidnon, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 6929, an act declaring the immediate environs of the St. Mary Magdalene Parish Church, located in the municipality of Pucawit, province of Cavite, a tourism destination. House Bill 6930, an act declaring the immediate environs of Our Lady of the Most Holy Rosary Parish Church, located in the municipality of Rosario, province of Cavite, a tourism destination. House Bill 6931, an act declaring the immediate environs of San Roque Parish Church, also known as the Diocesan Shrine of Nuestro Señor de la Soledad de Porta Vaga, located in the city of Cavite, province of Cavite, a tourism destination. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill numbers 5282, 5515, 6368, 6369, 6370, 6371, 6467, 6927, 6928, 6929, 6930, and 6931. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Charon, Sidre, Ako, Adjon, Bingula, Garal, Albat, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Jose, Alvarez, Mercedes, Alvarez, Paldalion, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angaria, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Argancia, Asisio, Ataide, Humentado, Balindong, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Millones, Biron, Bolivia, Bondok, Bungalon, Bordado, Busita, Briones, Bosas, Buhayin, Bulot, Bigtang, Bustos, Cobredo, Cagas, Cahayon, Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Caugdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Co Angelita Natasha, Co Elizalde, Co Pilar, Coanco Jaime, Coanco Mark, Colada, Juliantes, Corvida, Cruz, Ambrosio, Cruz, Ricardo, Cua, Cuaresma, Dagok, Dalipe, Dalog, Hirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo, Mohamed Khalid, Dumaporo City, Amia, Dionisio, Domingo, Duarvit, Duardi, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Farinas, Fernandez, Ferrero, Antonio, Ferrero, Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galios, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Gadiola, Garin, Gasataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gazar, Gonzalez, Aurelia, Gonzales Empeli, Gonzales Sandro, Luriseta, Guico, Ginto, Gulias, Gutierrez, Agadorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Arya, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Ko Pun, Labad, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Dagon Daphne, Dagon Sunny, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Limkay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Umayag, Macapagal, Arroyo, Maceda, Madroina, Magsina, Malpitan, Mangawang, Maniques, Manuel, Marignon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano, Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nasay, Noel, Nograles Juan, Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Huaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Owano Dizon, Pardiernos, Paduano, Aglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicia, Sagabas, Pumarian, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Rector, Reencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon, Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdo Sieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sagdalan, Sagabaria, Sacaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbang, Gonzalo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson, Richelle, Singson, Ronald, Singson, Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Swansing, Horacio, Swansing, Micaela, Angela, Suarez, Taliado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Micah, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chai, Tan Watco, Tariela, Tojoro, Teves, Arnulfo, Teves, Jose, Tianco, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph, Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabi, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Alfonso, Veloso, Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villar, Villa Fuerte, Luis Raymond, Villa Fuerte, Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa, Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap, Christian Tel, Yap, Christopherson, Yap, Edvic, Yap, Eric, U, Divina Grace, U, Jason, Victoria, Yulo, Zamora, Amparo, Maria, Zamora, Maria, Carmen, Zamora, Isabel, Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill numbers 5282, 5515, 6368, 6369, 6370, 6371, 6467, 6927, 6928, 6929, 6930, 6931. Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez, Santontalion, Amatong, Arbison, Ataide, Bautista, Bosita, Briones, Chonglao, Chukua, Budianghiran, Dumaporo, Mohammed Kadid, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Enciso, and Fergans, Escudero, Farinas, Flores, Gomez, Quico, Legarda, Libanan, Drona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Nograles, Juan, Fidel Felipe, Uabinan, Panotes, Revilla, Brian, Romero, Sagabaria, Salceda, Singson Richelle, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Swan, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Teodoro, Teves, Arnulfo, Tieng, Tolentino, T. Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap, Edvic, Yap, Eric.
With 254 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bills number 5282, 5515, 6368, 6369, 6370, 6371, 6467, 6927, 6928, 6929, 6930, and 6931 are hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the cluster of Public Works and Highways, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bills number 606, 1028, 1029, 1030, and 1031. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of the bills and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the titles of House Bills 606, 1028, 1029, 1030, and 1031, and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 606, an act renaming the Bohol Island Circumferential Road, which commences in Barangay Poblacion 3 towards the north of the city of Tagbilaran and returns to Barangay Poblacion 3 from the eastern side of the city of Tagbilaran in the province of Bohol as the President Carlos P. Garcia Circumferential Road. House Bill 1028, and not converting the Sawang Macalas Road in the municipality of Romblon, province of Romblon, into a national road and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 1029, and not converting the road stretching from Barangay Tugis, municipality of Ojongan, to Barangay Tugdan, municipality of Alcantara, all in the province of Romblon, into a national road and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 1030, and now converting the road stretching from Sitio Buliganay, Barangay Panique, municipality of Ojongan, to Sitio Kabaliwan, Barangay Bachawan, municipality of San Agustin, all in the province of Romblon, into a national road and appropriating funds therefore. And House Bill 1031, and now converting the Sablayan Agpanabat Baganay Road, a section of the Romblon Circumferential Road, into a national road and appropriating funds therefore. Program of members in consideration of third reading of House Bill number 606, 1028, 1029, 1030, and 1031. Abala sa Bande, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Ako, Padjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang Angara, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asisto, Atayde, Aumentado, Balindong, Barbar, Barbers, Baronda, Barsaga, Bascu, Bautista, Dim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bodillo, Bondok, Bungalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulut, Bigtang, Bustos, Abredo, Cagas, Kahayin, Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campas, Kawagdan, Cardem, Macari, Pastor Franz, Caso, Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalaw, ko Angelica, Natasha, ko Elizalde, ko Pilar, ko Juan, ko Jaime, ko Juan, ko Mark, Colada, Colyantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Coras, Madagok, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Dasa, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Santos, de Maporo, de Muhammad Gali, de Maporo, City, Amina, Junicio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Difo, Ustino, Ino, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Inciso, Invega, Escudero, Esparas, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Farinas, Fernandez, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Juliet, Maria, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeos, Garcia, Albert, Garcia, Dante, Garcia, Jose, Arturo, Garcia, Maria Angela, Garcia, Pablo Jan, Garcia, Vincent, Carjola, Garinga, Sataya, Gato, Goy, Christopher, Gomar, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Aurelio, Gonzales, Neptali, Gonzales, Sandro, Groseta, Guico, Ginto, Gullas, Gutierrez, Hagidor, Naresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, ko Olga Ara, ko Ricardo, ko Wilton, kung Hun, Labad, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara, Lasatin, Lee, Ligada, Libanan, Lim, Kay Chong, Loyola, Luis Ron, Lumayag, Makapagal, Arroyo, Maceda, Madron, Magsina, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Maranyan, Marcoleta, Maracos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nogales Juan, Fidel Felipe, Nogales Margarita, Nolasco, Uaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Onchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uano, Dizon, Padianos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primista, Gabas, Umaran, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Revilla, Brian, Revilla, Ramonjolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivero, Robes, Rodriguez, Eulogio, Rodriguez, Rufus, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez, Ede Marie, Romulo Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Salaculuran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Tolyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samia, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Changkao, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph Rendel, Tubas, Tutor, T. Umali, Unabe, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafeto, Luis Raymond, Villafeto, Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Presentele, Yap Stone, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Udivine Grace, UJSL Victoria, Euro, Zamora, Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration of third reading of House Bill number 606, 1028, 1029, 1030, and 1031. Abante Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Albizon, Atayde Bautista, Bosita, Briones, Chongalaw, Kuwa, Dayang Hirang, de Popolo, Muhammad Gali, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Inciso, Inverga, Escudero, Farinas, Flores, Gomez, Guico, Ligarda, Dibanan, Padron ng Mangawang, Marcoleta, Nograles, Juan Fidel Felipe, Ominal, Panotes, Revilla, Brian, Romero, Sagarbaria, Salceda, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Soriano, Suwan, Tan Rinus Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Chodoro, Tevis Arnolfo, Cheng, Tolentino, T. Vargas, Vergara, Villa, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
with 254 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions. House Bills numbers 606, 1028, 1029, 1030, and 1031 are hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we proceed, may we recognize the guests of the Honorable Maria Alana Samantha Santos, representative of the 3rd District of Cotabato. With us today are guests from the Regional Development Council 12, Vice Chairperson Teresita Ramos, RDC Secretary Carmel Matabang, Maria Lulu Valencia, Sandra Alido, Medina Jerezo, Desiree Jacinto, and Regilu Rivera.
We welcome the guests of the Honorable Maria Alana Samantha Talinio Santos of the 3rd District of Cotabato. To our guests from the Regional Development Council 12, thank you for your visit. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we also recognize the guest of the Honorable Congresswoman from the 2nd District of Zambales, Congresswoman Doris Maniquis. They are Mayor Ronald Apostol of the town of Cabangan, Vice Mayor Leo Bringas, Sangguniang Bayan Member Teofilo Ronquillo, Punong Barangay Augusto Villalobos, Punong Barangay Ronald Ferolino, Punong Barangay Lucio Ronquillo, Punong Barangay Vivian Alferos, Punong Barangay Enrique Alinea, Punong Barangay Genaro Ofunda, Punong Barangay George Manglikmot, Punong Barangay Robel Torres, Punong Barangay Alejo Payumo, Punong Barangay Joey Mangindin, Punong Barangay Leo Dalin, Punong Barangay Ariel Feria, Punong Barangay Apolinario Santos, Punong Barangay Gemma Bada, Punong Barangay Romeo Dagta, Punong Barangay Joseph Ablola, Punong Barangay Joseph Bueno, Punong Barangay Isagani Dagon, Municipal Budget Officer Felin Paco, Municipal Accountant Lodigario Apan, Municipal Planning Development Officer Crispin Danauto, Municipal LCR Manolito Donatos, Punong Barangay Remedios Pilayo, and Punong Barangay Vivian Alferos.
We welcome our guests from Zambales. Thank you for your visit. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6914. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and therefore call the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 69114 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6914, an act converting the Cebu Technological University into a university system to be known as the Cebu Technological University System and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill number 6914. Avalos, Abante, Abunda, Charon, Asidre, Acop, Adyong, Advincula, Agrao, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Argancia, Asistio, Atayde, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Basug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Biolilia, Boldo, Bungalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhay, Balut, Bigtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kawayon, Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Caugdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chuangalaw, Ko Angelica, Natasha, Ko Alisaldi, Ko Pilar, Kuwanko Jaime, Kuwanko Mark, Colada, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuaresma, Dago, Delipe, Dalog, De Anghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Maporo, Mohammed Kadi, De Maporo City, Amina, Eunicio Domingo, Duarvit, Duharli, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Eglio, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Esparza, Espinas, Estrella, Udela, Farinas, Fernandez, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galios, Garcia, Albert, Garcia, Dante, Garcia Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Guardiola, Garin, Sataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzalez Aurelio, Gonzalez Neftali, Gonzalez Sandro, Gurseta, Huico, Ginto, Ilas, Julias, Gutierrez, Agadorn, Horesco, Hatman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Arya, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazating Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Libgay Chong, Loyola, Luis, Lumayag, Macapagal, Roy, Maceda, Matrona, Magsina, Malapitan, Mangawang, Maniques, Manuel, Marignon, Marloleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Batibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan, Fidel, Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Nuevinal, Ulaso, Olivares, Onchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Juan, Dizon, Podienos, Paduano, Piglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pinementel, Plaza, Plato, Primicia, Sagabas, Pumarden, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rencia, Revilla, Brian, Revilla, Ramon, Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Eulogio, Rodriguez, Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand Martin, Romualdo Sieda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sagdalan, Sagabaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Salis, Bangon, Sarlo, Salome, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson, Richel, Singson, Ronald, Singson, Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suan, Swansing, Horacio, Swansing, Micaela, Angela, Suarez, Soleado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Michael, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves, Arnolfo, Teves, Jose, Tianco, Tieng, Tuntino, Tulfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Galuriano, Palmayor, Vargas, Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso, Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villafuerte, Luis Raymond, Villafuerte, Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa, Suarez, Villarica, Villalago, Yap Christiantel, Yap Christopher Son, Yap Edvic, Yap Eri, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Yezel, Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call for consideration of House Bill number 6914, Abante, Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez, Pantaleon, Matong, Arbizon, Atayde, Bautista, Bosida, Briones, yung ngalaw, Kuwa, Dayang Hirang, Dimaporo, Mohamed Khalid, Duwavit, Duahali, Duterte, Encisa, and Verga, Escudero, Farinas, Flores, Gomez, Guico, Legarda, Libanan, Lubatuana, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Nogales, Juan, Fidel, Felipe, Huaminan, Panotes, Revilla, Brian, Romero, Sagarberia, Salcedo, Singson, Rochelle, Singson, Ronald, Soriano, Swan, Tan Reynolds, Mayo, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Teodoro, Teves, Arnolfo Tieng, Tolentino, T. Vargas, Vergara, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 254 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill 6914 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7011. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 7011 and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 7011, an act providing for the election by district of members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod and members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the city of Imus, amending for the purpose Section 10 of the Republic Act number 10161, otherwise known as the Charter of the City of Imus. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7011. Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Mante, Amatong, Ang Angara, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Argancia, Asisto, Atayda, Aumentado, Balindong, Barbers, Baronda, Barsaga, Bascug, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernas, Billones, Biron, Bolillo, Bondok, Bungalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Budwigtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayin, Uy, Calderon, Cristo, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro James, Reza, Chan, Chato, Chua, Changalaw, Ko Angelica, Natasha, Ko Elizalde, Ko Pilar, Kuwang, Jaime, Kuwang, Mark, Colado, Colyantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Kuwa, Quaresma, Cadago, Catalipe, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Dalsa, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimporo, Muhammad Khalid, Dimporo City, Amina, Junicio Domingo Duavit Duhali Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo Imano Inciso Envergo Escudero, Espares Espina Estrella Udela, Fariñas Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores Fortes, Frasco Fresnedi Fuentebella, Galeos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Oturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent Carjola, Green Gasataya Gato, Groes Christopher Gomar, Goles Gomez Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Groseta Gico, Ginto Gullas, Gutierrez, Agidorn Haresco Hataman, Hernandez Herrera, Horibata Javier, Coolga Ara, O Ricardo Co. Wilton, Conjun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara Lasatin, Lee, Ligarda, Liban, Lim Quechong, Loyola, Luis Toro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madraona, Magsino malapitan ng mga amang Manikis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Revilla, Miguel Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles, Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles, Margarita, Nolasco, Waminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ong Chuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uano, Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Pimisa, Sagabas, Pimarin, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes Rillo, Rivera Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Ede Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Silimbangan, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silvero, Sinson Richel, Sinson Ronald, Sinson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Maica, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela Chidoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralfendel, Tupas Tutor, T. Umali, Unabia Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafeto Luis Raymond, Villafeto Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Crisantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, U. Divine Grace, U. Giselle Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Subiri. Second call for consideration of third reading of House Bill number 7011. Abante Abunda, Almonte, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amatong, Arbison, Atayde, Bautista, Bursita, Briones, Sungalaw, Kuwa, Dayanghirang, Demaporo, Muhammad Gali, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Inciso, Inverga, Escudero, Fariñas, Flores, Gomez, Wico, Legarda, Dibanan, Madrona, Mangawang, Marcoleta, Nograles, Juan Fidel Felipe, Waminal, Panotes, Revilla Brian, Romero, Sagrabaria, Salceda, Sinson Richel, Sinson Ronald, Soriano, Suwan, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Simir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Chidoro, Teves Arnolfo, Cheng, Tolentino, T. Vargas, Vergara, Villar, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric.
With 254 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill number 7011 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Before we proceed, Majority Leader, the Chair has been informed by the Secretariat of Corrections in the results of the nominal voting in the following House bills that the body earlier approved on third reading. The corrected results are as follows. House Bill number 6512. Affirmative is 240 instead of 236. Negative and abstentions remain at 0. House Bill number 6715. Affirmative is now 243 instead of 242. Negative remains at 3 and abstentions remain at 0. House Bill number 6994. Affirmative is 248 instead of 247. Negative remains at 0 and abstentions remains at 1. House Bills number 7012 and 7013. Affirmative is 251 instead of 250. Negative remains at 0 and abstentions remain at 1. In view thereof, let the records reflect the said results. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we immediately transmit to the Senate the bills that we just approved on third reading.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, considering that copies of the Journal number 52, dated February 14, 2023, was already distributed to the members. I move that we dispense with the reading of the same and approve the said journal.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Journal number 52, dated February 14, 2023, is hereby approved. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no more items on the agenda, I move that we adjourn session until Monday, February 20, 2023, at 3 in the afternoon. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Session is adjourned until Monday, February 20, 2023 at 3 p.m.
Thank you.